Hello everyone, Jessica here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel and blog. So today I am making a card for the Lawn Fawnatics challenge, and you can find that on lawnfawnatics.com. I have the links for everything below and also on my blog. So what I'm using is some Lawn Fawn Perfectly Plaid pattern paper, and this one actually Simon Says Stamp does not carry it. They do have a similar one that is for springtime that they just released. I will link to that one. It's similar as far as the plaid goes. It's just a different variety of colors. Did a little editing trick there. Actually, I don't even use the cutout for the oven. Later on, I decided to go a different route, so I cut it out with a large circle. One of my favorite Stamp and Die sets from them is the oven. What is this one called? I'm ill prepared. So the stamp set I'm using is the Lawn Fawn Sprinkled with Joy and also the add-on dies. I've stamped the oven with the Gina K amalgam ink, and I'm going to try using this specific ink with watercoloring. It is supposed to work with watercolor and Copic markers, and I have tried it with Copics. It works great. So I thought I'd give it a try with some watercoloring, and it worked great also. There was no issues whatsoever. It's a really nice ink. I have 3 different colors of distress ink. The bottom one is Dusty Concord, which is a grayish, dark purplish color-ish. The 2 top ones are Hickory Smoke and Pumice Stone. One is a more warm gray, one's more of a cooler gray. And I'm just going to combine both gray colors together to achieve the look that I'm going for. I painted the whole oven in both of the gray colors, and then I'm highlighting the more detailed areas with the purple. And I'm just using my little Niji water brush to do this, and I stamped the little ink cubes right onto the Tim Holtz glass media mat. That's on the silicone white sheet that comes with it. You can also buy these separately. If you don't think that the glass media mat is the right thing for you, I would definitely get one of the replacement sheets or the big roll of it, because it's awesome. Nothing sticks to it. I really like it. I've enjoyed it. I've been thinking about getting another one just to have a larger silicone area. So this card design is actually going to be very similar to the card that I had posted on my blog on Wednesday. It just kind of happened that way. I didn't mean for that to happen. So I thought I would make another card for the challenge featuring Lawn Fawn products. After coloring the oven and then letting it dry, I cut it out with the add-on die that cuts out the door. I'm not going to have this be able to open because I'm going to turn it into a shaker card, just a little shaker card. So I have a piece of paper tray ink vellum that I've cut out to fit right over where the oven window is. And then I'm also using some paper tray ink double-sided adhesive sheets. It came with a kit that they sold. That same kit also included the sprinkles for the shaker that I'm going to be using today too. I have a bunch of scraps of the double-sided adhesive sheets, so I'm just piecing those together. That way I can use it all up instead of letting some of it go to waste. And this stuff comes off very easily. I have this little round container that I keep a lot of sequins and some of the stuff that came in the paper tray ink shaker kit. I keep them all in. I have 2 of these round ones and then a large rectangle one that holds all of my doodle bug sequins. But I like the little sprinkles for this one, so I'm going to use those. And then I also put in a bit of clear rock candy glitter, but you can't really see it. I don't know if you could see that a little bit better if it wasn't vellum over the top, maybe a clear cardstock, but that's okay. I cut out a backing for this, and I'm going to put that directly over the top. I always get out of frame a little bit there. Especially when I'm trying to line up something like that. I always get out of frame a little bit. I'm cutting up a piece of Simon Says Stamp fog cardstock and then another piece of Nina 100-pound cardstock. I'm going to do a bit of stamping. You see that I took a circle die and then I cut out the window where the oven die cut was. I wanted more area because I want to do some stamping for the background with the little cookie cutter stamps. And I'm just stamping those in Gina K craft ink. And that coordinates well with the pattern paper, I think. I did a quick outline of pencil, and then I can just do like a random stamping of each cookie cutter. I have the star shape and a heart shape. The other one that comes with this set is a tree shape. That is more, I think that's more suitable for Christmas. I have used this stamp set for Christmas cards. I think I did like 6 different ones this last Christmas. You can see those on my blog if you would like to. So I'm just taking the circle pattern paper and the little shaker oven, and I'm laying them over just to make sure that I'm getting a good coverage with those little cookie cutter stamps. And my multimedia matte glue is still clogged. I'm using my Zig 2-way glue pen, and I'm going to adhere the pattern paper with a circle die cut onto the Neenah cardstock that I just stamped. Then I'll adhere the oven inside of the circle. And now I'm going to move on to the sentiment, which I'm going to heat emboss in white. And that is Simon Says Stamp Smoke cardstock that I'm using. I don't know, if you can only get one color of embossing powder, definitely get white because it's so versatile. I'm going to line that up with my Tim Holtz stamp platform. I'm going to keep that a very simple little banner, and I'll just go straight over the card. I wanted more detail around the circles, so I used my circle dies, and I used the same circle that I cut the pattern paper with, and then a smaller circle, just a slight smaller circle. It's the next size down, and I create a very thin frame that can go all the way around, and I'm using the Simon Says Stamp Slate cardstock, which is a really dark gray color. Then I can adhere that to the card right where the circle is on the pattern paper, and that just creates more interest. Later on, I also attach a couple sequins to the bottom right hand side of the sentiment just to tie in the border around the circle. The only thing left to do is to attach it to a Neenah Solar White card base, and I'm done. I hope you enjoyed my entry into the Lawn Fawnatics Sketch Challenge. The link for all the products I used is located on my blog, and also have the link for the challenge down below and on my blog too. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Meh, meh.